Tonight on News Prime, President Bola Tinubu condoled with the government and the people of Enugu State over the fuel tanker explosion that claimed lives. And besides, the trade volume between Nigeria and China exceeded $20 billion in 2024. And the first in Colombia's left-wing president Gustavo Petro denies U.S. migrant deportation flight access to his country's airspace. And in sports tonight, Madison Keys has defeated Serena to clinch the 2025 Australian Open Women's title. A warm welcome to News Prime live on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Time channel 276 and free to air Nicomsat. Tonight we begin by sadly the announcement of tragic stroke in Enugu State, where no fewer than 18 people were burnt to death and 13 others injured in a tanker explosion at Ogo-Onyema along the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway in Odi local government area of Enugu State. A spokesperson for the Federal Road Safety Corps, Olusegun Ogumenibe, in a statement said that the crash involved 17 vehicles, including a petrol tanker, a water tanker, 15 cars, and a tricycle. Meanwhile, President Tinubu has condoled with the government and the people of Enugu State over the fuel tanker explosion, which resulted in the loss of lives. Tinubu conveyed his condolences in a statement signed by his Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ananogo Tatu. President Tinubu mourns victims of fuel tanker explosion, condoles with Enugu State government. He also directed traffic control agencies to enforce extra measures to prevent recurring fuel tanker explosions. In a development, President Tinubu, who departs Abuja today for Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, to participate in Africa Heads of State Energy Summit, where he is scheduled to attend a two-day event that begins on January 27 and runs through January 28, 2025. Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to the President, Bayo Ananogo, says the summit hosted by the government of Tanzania in collaboration with Africa Development Bank Group and the World Bank aims to advance Mission 300, an initiative to provide electricity access to 300 million people in Africa by 2030. Now, there are indications that academic and other activities at the 110 federal government colleges, the federal government college commonly known as Unity Schools, may be disrupted soon following a notice of strike by organized labor over poor welfare, among others. Under the aegis of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, organized labor expressed disgust that for past 2 years, the Federal Ministry of Education has bluntly refused to address the poor conditions of the workers. And our organized labor in the 4 states and the Federal Capital Territory has expressed optimism that their state government will begin the payment of the new minimum wage by the end of January. And this follows Oyo State government announcement that it has commenced the payment of 80,000 naira minimum wage to workers. Imo State, Sokoto, Akwa Ibom State government and the Federal Capital Territory have set January ending for workers to receive a raise in salaries. However, workers in Ebonyi and Cross River State, among others, are not certain about when their respective governments will commence paying new emoluments. The National Agency Agricultural Development Fund has reaffirmed its commitment in revitalizing Nigeria's agricultural sector, positioning it as the cornerstone of economic and social development. National Agricultural Development Fund, in a statement by its Executive Secretary, Mohammed Ibrahim, says it's committed to transforming the agricultural landscape in Nigeria. And Ibrahim said this during the 32nd convocation ceremony at the Federal University of Agriculture, Beokuta, in Ogun State. The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeneye, has called for increased collaboration among security agencies to effectively address smuggling and its detrimental effects on Nigeria's economy. Delivering a lecture to cost 33 participants at the National Defense College in Abuja, the Customs Boss stressed the importance of synergy and a mutual understanding among security agencies in tackling illicit trade and ensuring economic security. And now the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army has dismantled 13 illegal refining sites, recovered 300,000 liters of stolen crude oil, and arrested 15 suspected oil thieves. This was achieved in a major operation targeting oil theft in the Niger Delta in 1 week. And the acting Deputy Director of 6th Division Army Public Relations Office, Jonah Danjuma, disclosed this in a statement issued in Port Harcourt of Rivers State. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted a shipment of the cannabis, also called loud, concealed in a duvet and destined for the United Kingdom. The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, disclosed this in a statement that the consignment was intercepted at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos. However, from that, an explosion at the mining site in Sabon Pegi, Mashogun local government area of Niger State, has claimed the lives of 4 people and left several others injured. The incident occurred on Sunday morning as miners resumed work at the site. While the exact cause of the explosion remains unclear, residents have suggested that poor handling of explosive devices by the mining companies might be responsible. Community sources confirmed that 4 bodies had been recovered, though the total number of casualties is yet to be determined. Authorities fear more fatalities, with investigations on the way to ascertain the cause of the blast. The Central Intelligence Agency CIA has concluded with what it's called lower confidence that the COVID-19 pandemic is more likely to have originated from a laboratory incident rather than from natural transmission. An agency spokesperson disclosed this in a statement. The CIA had for years maintained that it could not definitely determine whether the virus emerged from a lab or through natural means. However, a senior U.S. official reportedly stated that former CIA Director William Burns, in the final week of Biden administration, urged analysts and scientists to make a clear assessment, citing the pandemic's historical importance. You're watching the live broadcast of News Prime on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When News Prime returns, average food price across Nigeria have increased from 2,862 naira in November 2024 to 2,920 naira as of December 2024. We shall bring you those details as well as that of sport and foreign stories after this break. Please stay with us. Many thanks everyone for staying with us. And now to business news. Average food price across Nigeria have increased from 2,862 naira in November 2024 to 2,920 naira in December 2024. And now this is according to the latest report released by the National Bureau of Statistics titled Selected Food Price Watch December 2024 on January 2025. And now this marks a year-on-year surge of 91.6% as the average food price in December 2023 was at 1,524 naira. Now, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, says removing fuel subsidy had positively impacted the economy, with the federal government saving as much as $10 billion in 2023. Kalu, a member of the All Progressive Congress, added that the policy led to a 22% increase in the dollar remittances. And now from the diaspora, totaling $28 billion in 2024. Kalu disclosed this during a meeting with some investors and a group of scholars at Oxford University in London on the sidelines of his ongoing United Kingdom Nigeria Parliamentary Strategic Dialogue walking visit to the United Kingdom. The mandatory remittance of electricity distribution companies to the Nigerian bulk electricity trading and the market operator dropped by 156 billion naira in the first 9 months. And our data from the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission has revealed that the Commission said that the financial remittances represent the cumulative upstream invoices payable by the DisCos and for transmissions and administrative services provided during the period under review. NEC disclosed that in the first quarter of 2024, the cumulative upstream invoice payable by DisCos stood at 114.12 billion naira. Now, the trade volume between Nigeria and China exceeded $20 billion in 2024. Now, the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Yun Huai, disclosed this during the celebration of the 2025 Chinese New Year at the Chinese Cultural Center in Abuja. Speaking at the event, Ambassador Yun highlighted Nigeria's significance in China's trade partnership across Africa, expressing optimism about further collaboration between the two nations. And on to the foreign scene tonight, Colombia's left-wing president Gustavo Petro said he will not allow the United States migrants' deportation flight access to his country's airspace. Gustavo says the United States cannot treat Colombian migrants as criminals. He says it forbids entry to her territory to U.S. planes carrying Colombian migrants. Petro wrote an ex adding they will only be accepted once Washington had created a protocol ensuring the dignified treatment of migrants. Gustavo added in a later post that he had turned back U.S. military plans that were coming with Colombian migrants without giving further details. President Donald Trump has begun to shake the table seconds after his inauguration as the 47th President of America. One of the most audacious pronouncements was the recognition of two genders, male and female, as originally created by God. Donald Trump's recognition of only two genders, male and female, has significant implications for America and the world. This stance is outlined in his executive order defending women from gender ideology extremism and restoring biological truth to the federal government. Meanwhile, suspected terrorists affiliated with Jamal's Nasser has launched a coordinated and deadly assault on a town in southern Burkina Faso. Zaka Zula Makema, leg Chad-based in counter-terrorism and ex-agency expert who made these known in a post via his ex-handle, stated that the eyewitness accounts for emerging images from the scene revealed the group's use of overwhelming numbers, coordinated tactics and heavy fire support to overrun the local defenses. United States President Donald Trump floated a plan to just clean out Gaza and said he wants Egypt and Jordan to take Palestinians from the territory in a bid to create Middle East peace. Describing Gaza as a demolition site after the Israel-Hamas war, Trump said he had spoken to Jordan's King Abdullah II about the issue and expected to talk to the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah today, Sunday. And in the meantime, Hamas and militant allies Islamic Jihad has reacted with fury and defiance to the plan floated by the U.S. President Donald Trump to clean out Gaza, where a fragile truce between Israel and Hamas aimed at permanently ending the war enters its second week. And there was no immediate reaction from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but the far-right minister welcomed Trump's great idea. Israel and Hamas accused each other of ceasefire breaches linked to the letters hostage prisoners swap that occurred on Saturday under the truce deal that came into effect on January 19. Around the United States, the world's biggest donor of fruits virtually all foreign aid, making exemptions only for emergency food and military funding for Israel and Egypt. The now Secretary of State Marco Rubio sent an internal memo days after President Donald Trump took office, vowing an America First policy of tightly restricting assistance overseas. Now the stripping order appears to affect everything from development assistance to military aid, including to Ukraine, which received billions of dollars in weapons under Trump's predecessor Joe Biden as it tries to repel a Russian invasion. Now moving to sport tonight, AC Milan turned Jazz 2 chairs on Sunday, has 2 goals in stoppage time. It gave the 7-time European champions a stunning 3-2 win over Parma in Serie A. And now trailing to what looked like being a recall winner for Parma's heading into added time. Milan trumps thanks to strikes from Tijani and Sambo Chukwueze, sending previously frustrated fans delirious with joy. United States tennis player Madison Keys has defeated Belarus Arena to clinch the 2025 Australian Open Women's title. Keys defeated Sabalenka to claim her first Grand Slam title at the Rod Laver Arena. Now, the American number 19 seed had been the underdog against the two-time defending champion, who was seeking a 21st consecutive Melbourne's match win. And now the 29-year-old became the first player to deny the world's top-ranked women at the majors since Sultanas at the Roland Garros 2000. She is also the first to do so at the Australian Open since Serena Williams in 2005. More on the world of sports. The clinical Jannik Sinner swept past Alexander to retain his Australian Open title on Sunday and cement his status as the world's dominant player, becoming the first Italian to win the 3 Grand Slams. Our 23-year-old became through a tense battle between the world's top 2 players, 6'3", 7'6", and 6'3" on the Rod Laver, raising his arms in the air and looking to the sky. And Nigeria's opening Super 6 clash with England had the 2025 Under-19 Women's World Cup in Malaysia was abandoned on Saturday due to incessant rain. Now, the International Cricket Council confirmed the development in a statement. Now, this marks the second time the junior female Yellow Greens have had a match call off due to rain at the tournament following the abandoned group open against the Samoa. As we wrap up the news from, let's take a look at our top stories. We told you President Tinubu has condoled with the government and the people of Enugu State over the fuel tanker explosion which resulted in the loss of lives. On the business, the trade volume between Nigeria and China exceeded $20 billion in 2024. On the first thing we told you, Colombia's left-wing president Gustavo Petro said he will not allow U.S. migrants' deportation flight access to his country is exposed. And finally, sport, we told you, United States tennis player Madison Keys has defeated Belarus Arena's Sabalenka to clinch the 2025 Australian Open Women's title. And that's the package on News Prime. Quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276 every 2 at Nikam side. Kindly follow us on all social media platform at Global TV NG. On behalf of the entire production team, we say thank you for joining us on News Prime. My name is Adikan Michael. See you again.